My fear is that as you put if the hospice were to go in there, I certainly would not have built my house there if I thought that there was a possibility of a hospice going there. I think the values of all of our homes will decrease dramatically. I know that we would all do our best to have property tax relief if we felt like if our homes were less valuable than they had been a few weeks before. Second point for you, I bid on that land in 2007. I was outbid by somebody. No one, by the way, no one came back to us and said, as the second place bidder.
Clarify, you bid on the Woodfill Road?
I bid on the Woodfill Road. I did. There were a lot of us who bid, actually. I think there were, I don't remember how many, but there were many groups who bid. The one group that bid was significantly higher than everyone else's bid. We were not surprised that their financing fell through because we thought that they were paying too high a price. No one came back to us after that point and said, would you like to, who's the second place winner? It seems that the town's been willing to sit on it for the last couple of years. I can tell you, when we put our bid together, I had to go get a contractor to bid on what was the price of the road to put in. He had to go out there and make site surveys. Right. The sewer system, we were told, was all ready to go. As we looked at it, it turns out there was a very large section that was missing. It had to be connected to Woodfill Road. That was going to cost a lot of money. It took us several months to get all of our facts and figures together so we could know how much to bid. I just think if we're trying to get this done in 3 weeks or however many weeks we have, there's not going to be enough time for someone other than the hospital who's got a staff of people on board to go through that process.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think there's renewed interest in this for residential purposes in development?
Absolutely. I've been wanting the whole time, but the whole time this has been there, I've been wishing the town would put it back out to bid so that I or someone else could build homes there. I think
I didn't even catch you.
That's okay. Yeah.
I think in light of the questions that have been raised, and I like Mr. Berman's arguments very much. I thought they were very eloquent and made a lot of sense. I also think there isn't any rush. I mean, we've had this property since 1930. At the time, there was a push to get it out on the street to sell it. There was a push to sell lots of little parts of town property to raise funds. So it wasn't anything that was unusual. We just happened to come up in the course of looking at all of our revenue options. I don't think we have any need to rush this. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to get applause. Well, usually there's nobody sitting in the audience. I say get applause.
What I'm saying is, I guess if we could agree between the three of us right now that there is no rush to meet the October 15th deadline, that might take some of the concerns away.
Well, right, but I would further add, I mean, so as you think about this for a moment, I agree with you completely because I was thinking that same thing. I wonder whether we should, if there is renewed interest from it's been zoned as residential, I know the special permit, we can do other things, but if there is that much interest from a residential perspective for developers, maybe we should first see what that interest is and restrict this.